Hey everyone, welcome back to Bear's Workshop. We are doing a live stream event today of the 120th flyover of the Nikola site in Coolidge, Arizona. We got lots to see today. We saw a couple of trays out there driving around. So this is our first live stream. So first off, give us a little bit of forgiveness. We don't know how good or bad this is going to be since it's our first live stream, but we're going to go over today's video with our commentary, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask as we go through this. I see we got our first 2 people looking at the video. We're hoping to get up to about 10 before I start the video, so we're going to give this a couple minutes. If anyone has a question right now, go ahead and feel free to ask. I will say that today's video is pretty good. We got some things that we've never seen before. We saw more trucks than we've ever seen. Hey guys, how you doing? Mrs. Bear, I'm not Mrs. Bear. Are you Mrs. Bear? That could be my wife watching. I don't know. So we saw 5 different trays today, which was more than we've ever seen driving around. And we were pretty excited about that. So we wanted to share it with a live stream. We've actually been prepping to do this for a while, and now today's the day. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to start the video, and I'm going to talk over it because that's what I do. And we'll talk about what we've seen. Now, I want you guys to ask me questions and anything that you might see if you have any questions. It's the typical video where we start off, we're going through the days of how things looked months ago. We'll probably skip through that a little bit. And let's go right to here. And as we can see, the factory taking shape over there on my side. So construction has been continuing every single day. There have been people out there. So it's pretty cool seeing this thing come together like it has over the last 10 months that we've been flying. Today in the video, one of the first things that we see as we're flying in is on that left-hand side. You can see they're working on the dyno building, and they're digging out the foundation. So that's pretty cool to see because that's more progress. And as we're flying around right here, we can see a Nikola Tre FC EV that's parked right at the bottom there, right next to the hydrogen tank, right where that little thing comes up. That's a little annoying, but you can see the guys over there. That's where they've been parking the trays. They've got the hydrogen tank, and then they fill it up. That's the dyno area where they're digging out. The guys are actively working on it. So that building's not going to be that big. I don't know exactly how big it's going to be, but I'm guessing from the size of it, probably about 8 to 10,000 square foot. And that's where they're going to go in and test out the specs on the trucks as they make them. When we were flying over, we see the tent over there with that Nikola tray. And now in this video, you can see another tray is parked over by the charging station. Doesn't mean that necessarily that he was charging. He doesn't look like he's on the charger because he's just right in front of it instead of parking right next to it. I'm going to look over to my screen on the left where I can actually see it, big screen, but I don't see anything coming off of that. They've been parking the BEVs there, and they've been parking the FCEVs over by the tanks when they're not using them. That's what we've noticed. Oh, scanners? Did you miss the N? George Doolittle, was that supposed to be scammers? But you got scanners in there. Anyway, hey, follow us on Twitter since that message just came up. We post out some pictures on Twitter. When we see something really good, we get that out there. Any other news that we see. Going over here to the left, that's where they're expanding out the factory, and this is a full view. That stuff that you see over here coming up on the left, this is all fabrication equipment and production equipment that they've already bought, and I believe they're gonna be putting them inside the new structure that they're building. That way there's not going to be any large doors going in and out of that place. So by having that stuff there ready before they wall in that place, they'll be able to move that stuff in. That's just my theory. I think I'm right though. I'm not always right, but guesses are guesses, but I think that's a good guess. Anyway, you can see the crane is up front. The crane was working on the facade area and getting some of the structural supports for the rest of the building up in the front. The construction today, we didn't spend a lot of time on it, and it's not a big part of the video because we spent a lot of time with the trucks today. We are going to take a look at the rest of the stuff in the construction because, you know, that's what we do, being the 120th flyover. You can see some of the sheet metal's been put down on the roof, and there's the crane again up front. They're probably going to have to get some more AC units for that area. So there's a lot more work to do, but they are planning on getting that done in 6 months. That's a parking lot area right there, and that's taking shape also. There's another view from the front where the crane is working. They just lifted up the rails for the top. Each top of the building, each edge has a railing that's up there, so for safety reasons. And they had just put that up right on the south end, which is the end closest to us. And let's see what we're going to see next here. Nikola to the moon from iMelt. iMelt YT. Guess he's going to melt YouTube. But yeah, Nikola to the moon is very possible. There's some equipment getting delivered in the background in the dock area. You can see there's another trailer over there where they're getting materials delivered in. See, what did Kyle Stevens say? I think the price is good when I consider the contract agreement that comes with it. Free maintenance and fuel for years. Yeah, well, we'll see how that all plays out. I don't know if the fuel is free or if there's an agreement to get the fuel. We'll look into that. So this is one of the exciting things that we saw. This is a Nikola tray FCEV, and they put a wrap on it for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And they're doing a little bit of a photo shoot out there. They put the truck right in the middle there. It is definitely an FCEV. We were able to zoom in on the side, and it literally says FCEV. And you can also see the big parts in the back. What's this area right here? If it has that, that's the hydrogen fuel cells equipment. And if it doesn't have that, then it's a BEV. That's just a battery electric vehicle. So they brought out there for the photo shoot. I don't know if they have an event coming up for cancer awareness, but it appears that they do. They did a nice wrap on the truck. Let's see if we could zoom in on this a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. There's a better shot of it. And you could see they were taking pictures for it. They got the nice desert background from where that guy's standing. They got the mountains in the background trying to make it look all good. And I think Nikola will probably be posting something out with that. So here we can see another, if you look right here, you've got, this is another truck driving out there. And I believe this is a BEV. I think that's number 12 that was headed out there. And he is going to take a run down the test loop and then do a couple circles and come back. Yeah, follow us on Twitter. If you haven't already, please check out our Twitter account. It's Bears Workshop. And give us a follow on that. We'd appreciate it. So we went chasing after this truck, and the drone only goes 40 miles per hour. This stretch of road, we've measured it out with the drone. It's about 1,000 feet. So we took off after him. We don't know what speed he got to, but he's going to go up there, make his use the track and do a couple circles. Visceral Ace, appreciate your work a lot. Thank you. We appreciate your comments, and thank you for your support. And while we're watching this guy go around here, what do you guys think? Should we do more live streams like this? Do you think this is something that you guys would like to see? I know sometimes it's untimely to have a live stream, but you guys are on here, so it was definitely a perfect time for you guys to come and watch this. So yeah, look at him go down there. He's moving pretty quick. I bet those things have pretty good acceleration. I don't know if it could beat my Model Y, but you know, it's a semi truck, and it was moving. It was hauling butt right there. So like I said, that's about 1,000 feet. And now what do we got coming here? There's another Nikola tray coming. Oh, got a little bit of lag there. So that's another one, and it's a black one coming by, and it just passed him. We're going to go take a look at him now, because this was a bit of a surprise because everything that had come out of there had been white. So this black one, don't know exactly why it's that color. I think they just may have tried to do something different. But I think that one's also hauling butt going down there. Good thing we don't have any lag this time. But this guy also goes down there, does the loop around there. I don't know if they've got any test equipment in there inside the trucks that are testing like body roll or anything like that. But I think that's what they have the circles for, is to test body roll. Yeah, a little bit of lag. We're gonna have to do something about that. We got everything closed, but we'll figure it out, and we'll make sure that we don't have lag in the future. You guys got any questions? Please feel free to put them in the chat. Be very interested to hear what you guys are thinking. What do you think Nikola's price is? When? In the future or now? I could tell you now, but I'm not good at predicting the future. So yeah, we're still getting a little bit of lag here. Not ideal, is it? So we've got another tray that's coming down right about here. I'll pause this for a second. Let this catch up. Okay. So this is real-time speed. All of the recordings of the trays have been in real-time speed. We didn't speed anything up, except for one clip, I think, a little bit later. But this lag is not good. I'm going to have to talk to my producer about this. Let's see if we can make the screen a little bit smaller. Now it's trying to catch up. Let's see if we take it at a full screen. We do it like that, center that. And I'll try and bring the screen in a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. No. Okay, let's just roll with it again and see if it caught up on its process there. So this tray right here, I believe, is an FCEV. It's hard for me to see on the screen in front of me, but no, that one's a BEV. That is a BEV, and I believe that one is number 12. At this point, we're headed back to the back to where we go to land. We're swapping out batteries, and then we flew back out here. When we're flying back out, we've got another one. This is the black one is now coming back out. So we were racing to get back in there. So we can see that the one in the center of that, that's the cancer awareness FCEV. That's the black one. We think that's a black. No, yeah, that one is the black one. It's kind of hard to tell in this light, isn't it? When you get a shadow across there, things look like things look darker than they actually are. So this is a really good video right here. I'm going to pause this right here. You see right here, we've got this tray right here. This is a BEV. And over here on the left, we've got the other BEV. That's the other white one. So that's definitely the black one. And up here in the right, that's an FCEV running down the course over here. And then right here, we've got another FCEV. That one's a little bit harder to see because of the how far it is. But you can't really zoom in there that much. No. Okay. And just for clarity for everyone, charging the battery charging station is right here. This is the tent where they stick the hydrogen trucks in. These are all the employee parking lots. That's where the employees are parking for now until the other area is completed. This right here is the battery building. This is the north end of the factory. And these are all the docks right here. And that's where all the construction's going. All right, let's turn this back on and follow these trucks around. So they're just driving around like it's a regular day on the road, just driving past each other. Normal traffic. So the exciting thing for me is that they said that they had two alpha trays, FCEVs, and I'm seeing three here. And originally they said two. I think they've got a lot more in the building also. And I think that there's a lot more coming out. I know that they said it's going to be 2023 before they have these alpha trays, no longer alphas, and gone to past beta and actually in production. But they're looking pretty good so far. They're moving on their own. And let me tell you, promise you 100%, that place is flat. So 100%, there nothing's rolling under it, gravity. So well, look at that. We got a little pause again. We're going to stop that for a minute. You can see they're doing a photo shoot. They got the truck out there. Okay, we're catching up. I'm going to pause that. So there's there's the mountains up in the top right I was telling you about. It's going to make for some nice pictures. So they've obviously got a lot more vehicles coming out than what they originally said. So that's kind of good. I think things are moving along very, very quickly, much more quickly than we would have thought. Let's see, has Nikola personnel come out and talked with you? Yeah, we have talked with several. We've had some people stop along the side of the road. We had that happen a couple months ago where we talked to one of the employees, and I've had a couple messages from different people there, and they've been pretty supportive of us flying over there. We're only there to show what we see. We're not. We can make some assumptions on what we think they're constructing as far as like what's going to happen next, what we think of the trucks. I don't give stock advice, so definitely don't ask me. I'm pretty good at giving you buying something and then watching it just plummet. I seem to buy it at the wrong moment, so don't get stock advice from me. But we've had only friendly conversations, unlike the folks at Lucid, where first 10 times we went out there, they sent out security guards and things like that. So let's see, he had already many relations with Nikola teams. I didn't know anybody from Nikola before we started filming. I didn't know a single person. We just went down there because we thought it'd be cool to film the construction. People got an interest in EVs, and they had just started construction. That's the only reason we went down there. Nikola doesn't pay us. They've never paid us. They don't know when we're flying, and they don't tell us when to fly. But occasionally somebody might tell me, hey, we've got this going on or that going on, get messages on Facebook and things like that. But still pretty good stuff. I think it's pretty interesting. I know these trucks, they're built by Iveco, and the powertrain is basically put together by Nikola with their designs. And we're watching this is the FCEV going by just barely in the box there. So they're putting together with their powertrains, with their intellectual property, and they're making these things run. It's going to be a big business for them if they can get everything to go the way that they need to and to succeed. They keep focused, put the whole Trevor Milton thing behind them. Whatever happens to him, good. So be it. It's over. So I think it's over. I mean, as far as Nikola's concerned, they're not involved in it anymore. Trevor's got his own problems, and maybe he'll spend some time in jail or not. Don't really care. What I care about is seeing these trucks come out of the factory, and they are, and that's what's important. Is there anyone who knows Cold Fusion YouTuber? I don't, not me. Progress is progress. Visceral Ace. Progress is progress. Some people will still not understand how big of an accomplishment what Nikola is doing here. It is a big accomplishment because besides the whole problem of just getting past what happened with Trevor Milton, they still have to stay focused on what they're doing and prove to everyone that this is real. When we see these trucks driving around, we know that it's real. They have actually made something, and it's something that the world can use. I don't think it's going to be that much longer before they've produced more semis than Tesla semis. I don't know how. I think Tesla only had 7 semis. I mean, I'm rooting for them too. I want to see them succeed. Competition is what makes these things happen. And the competition right now is EVs versus ICE, and it's to get the price down below ICE vehicles and the maintenance costs, and keep the having a semi truck that costs less over the long run is the competition, and that's what they're going up against. They're going against ICE. When you start having different manufacturers of EV semi trucks, then the competition will be against each other, and that only leads to improvement. If you don't have any competition and you had one truck, why would anybody try to invest any money in R&D and make it better? In this shot here, we can see a couple of trays. We got one tray on the charging station, one was sitting next to it. We can go back to that for a second because we're almost about done with this video. That one's pulling up. We'll speed him up a little bit, make him drive fast, and that's the tray pulling in. So in this shot right here, we've got this one with the door opens. That's where the charging station is for the hydrogen. It's a real good shot of that. This is the tent where they typically are parking. They'll have a tray in there parked. Nothing in there right now. I don't know where the black one went to. And then over here on the left, you can see that's the charging station. That's the BEV one right there. And then we've got this pretty little thing right here, which I still don't know what that is. I don't know if there's what's actually in there. So anybody ever have any ideas, let us know. Let's see here. Release that bad. Let's see. Kyle Stevens, your videos have kept me hopeful and positive about Nikola as they build their plant. Thanks for the work. You're welcome. That's kind of what we're doing here. Visceral Ace is the journey of every startup company, and the trucking market is one of the most biggest polluters in the world, much more than consumer EVs. So the market opportunity is massive. If you've ever lived in a big city and you're driving through traffic and you get behind a bus or a semi that goes ahead and hits the accelerator, and you just get that big black smoke in front of your face. The video ended, or what we had ended, so I'm just going to go back and pause it on here and just talk to you guys for a minute and see if any of you guys have any more questions before we wrap this up. But we just wanted to share this with you today. So what do you guys think? Should we do some more of these live streams? Is this something that works for you? You want to have some more voiceover over the videos? I don't think we do it on every one, but maybe once a week or something like that. You guys either comment here or after we post this, comment there. Let us know what you think. We are also going to put this out we're going to do the regular video is also going to get posted. So this one will be up there with me talking, and then we'll just have the regular voiceover. Mitch Freeman, need to go fly over Lucid's factory. We will go fly over there on Wednesday and on Friday. We do Lucid on Wednesday and Friday. We do Nikola Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The thing with Lucid, we could talk about that for a minute. No communication with them anymore. They're now ignoring me. They've sent us, in case you don't know, I'm sure most of you guys know, they sent us a cease and desist that go away. We don't want you here. We can do our own advertising. And, they're full of a lot of fluff pieces of how great their car is, but never really tells you too much. But we do go over there Wednesday and Friday. We do see cars coming out with all the vinyl wrap, and they're getting shipped out somewhere. There was an announcement that there will be a delivery event on October 30th, and that will be at their Newark headquarters in California. We are not going to be able to attend. We could have done a flyover of it if we wanted to, but we were not invited to their last event, even though we've been told that we would be invited to tour the factory. But they wanted us to do some things for them that we would not do, which was signing a contract regarding the flyovers. So maybe we'll do a video on that, another one, because we have this contract from them, but we're not going to get into that too much right now. But there are Lucids that are getting shipped out for delivery. That is correct, Mitch. We saw 6 of them on a trailer the other day, We posted that picture up. That we didn't take that picture. I think Lucid took it, but it looks like they're shipping them out late at night, or at least when it's dark out, so that we can't see where they're going, because that seems to be a little bit of a mystery. Where are they going? Because if they're producing 5 to 8 cars a day, and they've been doing that for almost a month now, that's a lot of cars, and you gotta have a place for them. So, what do you guys think? Let me know. We're gonna wrap this up, unless anybody's got any questions or comments. We're gonna wrap this up, like I said. So this was today's flyover. We're gonna post it up, and we're probably gonna do more of these. It's good to see. See, we got 42 viewers on there. That's I'm kind of impressed. I was thinking we get that many, but it was good to see you guys here, and we will see you next time. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.